Good morning, colleagues and friends. I'd like to welcome you to the 25th Annual John K. Friesen Conference on Late Life Issues and Innovations. My name is Andrew Sixsmith and I'm Director of the Gerontology Research Center at Simon Fraser University, and I am Scientific Director of the Age Well Network of Centers of Excellence. Innovation. It is not a word we typically associate with old age and older people. However, innovation is not an option, it's a necessity. The world is aging at an unprecedented rate. People are living longer, much, much longer than we had expected just a few decades ago. We're also having fewer babies. For example, in Italy, they are looking at a prospect of a 40% reduction in the numbers of babies born. This has a big impact on the population structure. A situation in Italy that they describe as apocalyptic. We have to be careful when we use words like this, but this is not something that is just affecting places like Canada, USA, and Europe. It's happening everywhere around the world. Most seniors will be living in countries like China, India, and Nigeria. And we need innovation and smart thinking to respond to the needs and increasing numbers of older people around the world. But innovation is also about doing things better. At least I hope it is. We hear a lot about the expectations of the baby boomers, the generation that has had it all their own way. Will they be satisfied with the kinds of care and support that we have typically provided? I would like to think we could do a better job to help people to live as healthily and independently as possible as they grow older, and to help the many caregivers who actually provide the majority of help and support in the community. It is these kinds of challenges that have been at the core of the Gerontology Research Center since the 1980s. They have also inspired the federally funded Age Well Network that connects and funds researchers, students, industry, and community partners across Canada. Age Well aims to harness the potential of new technology to help older people to live independently and to enhance their quality of life and that of caregivers. Our research includes cutting-edge technologies such as robotics, smart home technologies, and mobile and remote health monitoring. This is an area that has massive potential and massive investment. A key aim of Age Well is to build on Canadian expertise and make our research as an industry the world leaders in the field of technology and aging. But innovation is not just about inventing new gizmos or ever more powerful computers. It's also about using what we already have in much smarter ways and helping those people who do not have access to everyday technologies to be part of our digital world. We often forget the word information when we say information technology. I was reading yesterday, for example, that in the United Kingdom, over 1 million pensioners are living in poverty, but many of these people are unaware, unable, or unwilling to claim the benefits that they're entitled to. This is a situation that we have found in our own research in British Columbia, where seniors simply do not know about the services and supports that are often available to them. This is what information is about, giving people access to the knowledge to help themselves. And this is something that information technology is actually pretty good at. Seniors are increasingly tech savvy, and to me this is a no-brainer. It helps people to stay in control of their lives, and it avoids the kinds of dependency that our healthcare system tends to encourage. But we need to provide the right information at the right time in a way that is easy and is fun to use. I'm not quite sure that my engineering colleagues often get that last point. But anyway, innovation should be at the heart of all our thinking. How to do things better and how to make the world a better place. So before I finish, I'd just like to thank Gloria Gutman, the organising committee, and the many helpers who always make the Friesen conference such a success. So again, welcome, and I hope you have a stimulating and enlightening couple of days. Thank you very much. So I'm going to be Master of Ceremonies for the first few sessions. I'd like to invite Lorraine Gerard, who is Executive Director of the BC Hospice and Palliative Care Association, who is a co-sponsor of this event.
Thank you. Good morning. And on behalf of BC Hospice Palliative Care Association, thank you, Gloria, and the Center for including us in this amazing event. Our organization is made up of individuals. A lot of them are healthcare professionals. A lot of them are simply people very interested in hospice palliative care, and over 60 hospice societies throughout British Columbia. Our hospice societies are not homogenous. Some of them are very, very small, and some of them are very, very large. They have one thing in common. They're absolutely committed to supporting individuals and their families as they face nearing the end of life and end of life. We are having our own conference in a week or so, and this is a lovely lead-in to it. 32,000 British Columbians die every year. And while our hospice societies work with people of all ages, the vast majority of the people who die in British Columbia every year are frail seniors. And so our work is very similar, and our interests are very similar. And so we're delighted to be part of this event, and thank you again.
Thank you very much, Lorraine. So Ros Kaplan, who is Director of Continuing Studies and Liberal Arts and the Adults 55 Plus program. Ros. Who is also co-sponsor of today's event.
Good morning. I see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of our students. The Liberal Arts and 55 Plus program at SFU is a thriving program that provides intellectual and academically stimulating classes to people 55 and over. And on weekends and evenings, younger people can join us as well. But I'm always proud and excited to be a part of the Friesen Conference because it plays into what we do and what we are committed to, which is both educational and learning and pushing the ball forward. And I believe very firmly that we can play a very important role in continuing and beginning and continuing the conversation about issues as we approach end of life. So I wish all of you a great conference, and enjoy and learn and absorb all you can. Thank you very much.